Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
The Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
Money Boss.
What's happening?
What it do, man. Just like that, we back. Secret Menu Podcast is Hump Day. We in the building. I see my boy Glenn Mack is in the house already. Kimmy Kim is in the house. I seen Lee Baby in the house. What it do? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up, man. It's Hump Day. You feel me? Boss, how was your weekend in the front half of the week, I guess was what we'll call it?
Let's see. What the fuck did I do? Absolutely nothing. I just did.
Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing. I was chilling. I didn't do shit.
Not a gun. Overall, how was it? I guess that's good if you know.
Overall was decent. Had a decent week to start the week. Had to pay a lot of fucking bills. Spend a lot of motherfucking money.
That always sucks. You know what I'm saying? Sarah Fradu's in the house. Yeah, that always sucks. These bills. That always sucks. I got something to do tomorrow. I got 2 bills. It sucks. But just like that, we back. It's Hump Day. Let's get it cracking. Secret Menu Podcast. Diego Red is in the building.
Money Boss is definitely in his own humble abode as always. And I know y'all looking for me to tell y'all something good, but I ain't got nothing good to tell you.
Damn, nothing at all.
I ain't just to talk about it. I ain't talking about your mama, your auntie, or your cousin. I've learned something. I learned that that the future is always something that's ahead of us. So when we speak, we're speaking it into the future. That is what your future is. And your past is anything that you bring up that you've done before. That's your past. So as you speak it, you either moving into your future or you going back into your past. So your mama and your auntie, them, I'm going to try to put them in my past.
We retiring them. We retiring them.
Future.
Shout out to y'all. It's been good. Boss just retired.
Try to keep
The
y'all out of
mama
my
and the
future.
auntie. I can't believe it. Boss just retired them. All things must come to an end, I guess.
All
You know
good
what I'm
things have
saying?
to end. Everything has an expiration date. Some of them you don't see, and the other ones are stamped on whatever it is that's going to expire. But this is something that I have to move forward from. I have to expire because this is not doing me no justice.
Right. It's just keeping them lingering. So
Yeah,
if you put them out of your mind all the way completely,
yeah,
okay, I feel that. It's been a good run.
yeah.
It's been a good run. Your mama updates. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, your mama updates. I'm trying to load the last bit of this shit in here. Let me see
So
if I got it. I got a few
trying to move
things.
forward.
I got a few things that I missed.
Everything forward. Everything forward. Everything to the future.
Everything to the future. You know what I'm saying? 0 to 10, y'all in the comments. Tell us how y'all week was. Well, I load the last 3 of these stills because they are very important to the story that I have to tell today, because this is crazy. And not only do we have one crazy story, we have two. Let's get started with the first one right off the bat. Let's get to it. Kendra Jackson's in the house. H-Bomb is in the building. Let's get right to the first crazy story. They're both pretty much, as far as social media goes, they're both bizarre. They're both pretty big in their respective areas. The headline one, which was the McDonald's incident, I know mostly everybody heard about. This one y'all might not have heard about. But there's this video that shows a 7-year-old boy being abducted. And in America that happens. I forget the number of kids that go missing each year. But this one's different because these are black people. These are black guys jumping out of a car. There's a dad and his son in the front yard. And it's something going on. Have you seen this, boss?
No, I haven't.
All right, let's get into it and take a look.
Video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. Two people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car.
This is different because this is, and as they rush the house, you see the father dart into the house. He thought it was a hit on him. He thought it was the drop. One guy follows him towards the door. The other dude comes back into camera view with the kid. They do find the kid. After the media go crazy, they start an Amber Alert manhunt for this child. They find the kid safe. The assailants let him out somewhere. But what's all over social media is the attack on the father. They're saying, you left your son in that front yard. Most people in the comments are saying that they would have died there before leaving a kid. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I had a quote from the father. Here it is. People say all the time it's easy to say things until you're in that situation.
All right.
The father said this. He said, hell yeah, I ran. I'm thinking they was trying to rob me, not take my baby. Y'all see we both alive, and my baby tried to get away like I taught him. God had us the whole time, obviously did right. My baby safe. A lot of mixed reviews on this. In the comments, I want y'all opinion. You're in the yard. It's different for a black man, bro. I don't think a black woman would have got the scrutiny that he got, because a man is supposed to be any man, not any man of any race. You know, the protector role is on us. It's mixed feelings. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it. He says, yeah, I ran. I thought they was trying to rob me. I'm running. They jump out the car. I think they coming for me, not kidnap my baby. I don't even know how the fuck you feel. You run outside and you realize they took your kid. You know what I'm saying? What's your whole take on this situation, boss?
It's the prime example of what I say when I say it. I don't post my kids because I don't trust you niggas. I don't trust you. I try to keep my kids off of social media as much as possible. And I tell my kids, don't always tell people who their daddy is. Because if somebody that's jealous that'll do something to you because they know who your daddy is. Or somebody that'll take you think your daddy got something and use you as a ransom. So me, looking at this, me thinking, if two guys jumped out the car with a gun, I don't think, I'm like the daddy. I don't think they coming after my kids at all.
Right.
I believe they coming to get me and whatever the fuck I got going on.
Right.
You know, so one or two things that I'm going to do is try my damnedest to get away. Because if you're jumping out the car, there's no need. If you're coming to get my kid, I don't believe you coming with a gun and come get my kid. I believe you coming to get the adults, because the adults can fight you. The kid ain't going to fight you with a gun. So that ain't something that I'm thinking. And like I said, you got to be in that moment.
You got to be in that moment.
I don't know what his lifestyle is and what he got going on.
And that's the other thing. I see Kendra Jackson says, I'm dying behind mines, period. I brought him in this world. There's no way I'll knowingly let a motherfucker take him out. But what do you know? Like, you don't know.
You don't know the situation.
They coming for your kid. And then, like you just said, we don't know his life. He clearly knew his lifestyle, though. He said, I thought they was coming to rob me.
Come on.
So we don't even have to assume he does anything illegal. He could have just good money. He could have a lot of money. He could be a hood dude with a good job, or a hood dude who done flipped 6 houses around the city. He could be anything. It doesn't have to be he's a drug dealer or a hustler or whatever. He could flip houses. He could sell used cars and have a lot of money. He could do a number of things and have a lot of money, to where when he see these dudes jumping out the car, he click in his mind like, damn, they finna rob me. The city he live in might be a city known for jack boys. I don't know. He makes it dark. And a lot of people see this way. I see H-Bomb says the dad went out like a coward. I thought he was grabbing his pole, but to run is crazy work. With your son outside. I thought the day was a target and the enemies got up. But that's what the same thing you think, Bomb, is the same thing he thought. He thinking they coming to get him. So he dart to either save his life or get away from being grabbed, pistol whipped, and then robbed. I don't think he believed. I don't even think they believed they were coming to get his kid, bro. They jump out and go for him. When they dart, one chase the kid. So I don't know if that was even the plan from the beginning. Cause who's to say the kids outside in the yard playing? We finna ride by this. We finna ride by his house. Like, who's to say they knew the kid was gonna be in the yard at the same time he's in the yard? I don't know. Go ahead, boss.
Let's play this a little bit. Because the car, the van or whatever, seen that little boy on that bike riding home. So he wasn't in the yard. So they could have got this boy. They could have got this little boy while the daddy was following the whole time. Because they said the daddy was following him home from the park in the car. So they didn't want the little boy. They actually wanted the daddy. Because when the daddy got out, that's when they got out. But the daddy darted. Boom. He took off. So in their mind was, damn, one guy said, well, we both ain't going to get him. I'll grab the son. I guarantee you the nigga that ran after the daddy had no idea that this nigga was grabbing this little boy.
And that's how it looked to me.
Until he got him in the car and said, oh, we got the son. Oh, this nigga's going to pay for the son. But shit got hot. Like, oh, nigga, we got to get this little nigga out the car. Now, we got to get this little nigga away from us because it's something bigger. We'll
right. That's how I look at it. We came for whatever's in that house, but we slipped and he got through the door. When he get through that door, as the robber, you're now running into a blind situation. You thought you were going to be able to grab the daddy outside. Nigga, take us to the money. You know what I'm saying? But he got through the door. Now when he get through the door, he's in one of these back rooms with the kaboom. Right. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the safest shit for you to do right now. Abort mission. Right. This nigga grabbed the son. We gonna do a ransom. That nigga is the vicious nigga though. The nigga in the grave is a vicious nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right, the boy. And that's what niggas be on. And that's why I say for me, I'm looking at the situation and I had to play it back as I watched it. Because people will always judge you based on what you do, not the situation. It doesn't matter about the situation. They're going to judge you off of what you've done in the situation. That's the judgment.
Correct.
The judgment is always...
It gets crazier, though. It gets crazier. His brother is laying on the block the day after. The brother watching his brother's house. He notices he keeps seeing the same car riding by that motherfucker. He aired out. It ends up being some random guy and his son who say that they were trying to assist in help looking for the missing boy. So this is before the recovery of the boy. The brother goes to jail for shooting at a car right by the house. He chased some motherfuckers and shoot the car. He go to jail. So now the conspiracy theory, now it's a conspiracy theory. The daddy and the brother have some shit going on with the kidnapping of his son. And once again, he makes another statement. Here it is. I got a second statement. He said, first, I set it up. Then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know fucked up. Y'all ain't got to tell me my son good, though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all, but I won. I won with my kid. Remember this, the internet. All right. All right. He also says, y'all foul as fuck painting them crazy narratives. Even the police is treating me like I'm the bad guy. As long as my baby's straight, all that ain't never mattered. I still ain't seen my baby face. The police locked me up all day Saturday for questioning. Even when I told them everything I knew. All while my baby was still missing. Free Top P. I think Top P is his brother who shot at the car that kept coming by the house. He says, I don't owe nobody nothing. I think this internet shit is crazy because everybody can view your life from the outside.
Right.
And I think it's fucked up what he going through. If he's 100% not involved as he's saying he is, I think it's fucked up how people do you.
Right.
Because in that moment, here go, I'm gonna tell you, this is the perfect example. There was a nigga in Texas who got murdered at a car wash and his daughter got killed too. You remember that?
Yeah.
He was away from his daughter. The niggas ran at him. He ran to the car to try to get in the car and escape. They kill him and the daughter because they shoot the car up. Maybe not knowing it's a kid in the car, whatever. What if he got away and then niggas grabbed his daughter?
Right.
Maybe that little girl would be alive today, but because he ran towards his kid died.
Right.
And it's the same people who saying, oh, you bitch ass nigga, you seen niggas with guns, why would you run towards your kid? You see niggas jump out the car with guns, you run towards your kid and they start shooting, they kill your kid. Like, it's so many angles to this shit that could happen because we know in the end, oh, they must have been robbing him. In the moment, you don't know, is this a hit on my life? Is this a robbery? So niggas bounce out the car, you over here, your kid over here, you're gonna run towards your kid, and these niggas might be coming to gun you down, which means you just ran to your kid into the line of fire. It's so many ways, and everybody got these angles, and I don't think everybody really factor in the way this shit go. The nigga in Texas, daughter lost her life because the daddy ran to her. It go both ways, but this shit gets crazier. It get even crazier, bro. It get even crazier. The brother's locked up. They got one guy in custody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then today, the mother's arrested. The mother's arrested days after her son was kidnapped and rescued. It just says pending charges. There's no particular charge. So the mother's arrested. Now, does the mother, she's being done the same way. Because see how we just built this up and it just went to, oh, the daddy. Now it's, oh, the mother. The mother probably set it all up, set the kidnapping up because of, I don't know. But this is a crazy one I'm keeping my eye on because now the daddy ain't arrested though. But the mama's arrested. His brother is arrested, but his brother's arrested for shooting at some niggas on the street. Even though people try to paint them theories, I fuck with his story because the police tell you when they question the people, the guy says, we just saw the story and we were just combing the neighborhood trying to figure out Good Samaritan shit. They trying to figure out clues and help the family and find and the brother aired that motherfucker out. He thinking there's somebody coming to try to finish his brother off. So I alleviate the brother all the way. The mama's in jail with pending charges. Do you think it's related to the crime or do you think it might be something else? Do you think she might have got caught with gun? Because it could be anything at this point.
I'm going to tell you this whole situation got something to do with some shit that's not right.
Some shit that's what?
Meaning, some shit that's not right. Meaning, they got some shit going on in the situation, you know what I mean? And the situation that created these people that's coming, meaning niggas came after you because there's some shit going on. Whatever the shit is that's going on, everybody's involved in.
You done did something to
You know what I'm
somebody, or
You done
something
did
came
whatever.
up missing.
Yeah, something came up missing. You owe somebody something. You done did something you shouldn't have done. That's the situation of this whole thing right here. Your baby mama's getting napped up on some shit because she knows what's going on. So what they doing is putting the scare tactics on the baby mama. We're going to hold you for 72 hours, find out what the fuck is going on, because you know. That's what the law do. You know. And we're going to find out what this shit is. Me just reading it and being a part of a lifestyle in the streets, this is what this is. That's all this is, bro.
What do you do if you him? Your son's alive he says he's still this fucked up. I read they took the kid to child protective CPS. They won't even release the dad. They won't even release his son to him. They put his son in CPS, Child Protective Services, not protective custody. He's in CPS. He's in child endangerment shit.
Right.
I don't know how to feel about that move.
That's whole move. That's the whole move on the law. But anything that has anything to do with the kid and you there and it's endangerment of the kid, and you didn't have nothing to do with that, they'll still put the kid in custody because you put that child in danger. Like, you didn't do it, though.
I'm just saying, middle-aged white guy, 41 years old, home invasion on his home. His kids don't go to CPS.
No.
See what I'm saying?
Not at all.
That man should have been able to come home and go get his kid.
But it's something deeper. I'm telling you, that's why.
And the streets is buzzing with theories. I don't even know if it's nothing even that much deeper, but it's this internet shit. It's this internet, and certain small cities have an intel or internet unit, Fresno being one. And it's a unit of motherfuckers who sit there. Because when that kid got killed in the McDonald's in Clovis, it was 1,000 theories and 1,000 stories on the internet. The police didn't even have to work too hard.
Police ain't never got to work too hard. All these good Samaritans in the world.
Yeah.
They job
got to work too hard. So I know somebody's, you know what I'm saying, looking at the same, because I'm not from there, and I'm looking at what they saying. It's crazy. I'll keep y'all updated with this shit. It's pretty crazy. Secret Menu Podcast, it's hump day. Let's keep the news going. I'll get into the next story in a second, but before we do that, the internet is also tripping right now because Serena Williams has a new look. Some people just say it's the white guy she's with. Some people say, hey, that's the problem with black motherfuckers. This is what healthy looks like. That's unhealthy on the left. But she played hella tennis games at that size and was healthy to me.
She wasn't unhealthy on the left at all. And she's not super extra healthy now. What she did was drop weight. What she did was drop weight, and now she's toning her body. That it's a certain look that certain people. That she was just more muscular and fit. This now she's just slim and toned. I guarantee you, she come out and her legs are still toned the way they used to be. Her arms are still toned the way they are. It's just not big. It's a difference. Like some people cut back on the weight of what they used to be. But
right.
She's no unfit. She's Serena Williams. You can't play tennis and be unfit.
Is she retired or does she still play?
Yeah, she's done.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's what I'm saying. So whoever said at that thicker weight she was unfit, she couldn't have been unfit playing tennis.
Right. Yeah, because she was playing some serious rounds.
She's the greatest woman tennis player in the world ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Absolutely.
So if she was winning it being that big, or as they say, that thick, she wasn't out of shape. She just knew how to carry it and hold it, and it looked like it did the way she was training and worked out. Now she's at home. She's slim back. She probably don't eat the shit she used to eat. She's probably European breaded now. I mean, it happened. It happened.
Got her little Caucasian love thing going on.
Yeah. Come on, man.
She got a little Caucasian love thing going on.
And a lot of Caucasian men don't like thicker women. They prefer a little skin and bone.
Get rid of all that ass.
You know?
Wait, what? Are you serious, Chad? Yeah, get rid of all that ass. The fuck? Get rid of all that ass.
Yeah.
I gotta see her standing up, cause that motherfucker still gotta have.
They got a picture standing up. Yeah.
She's standing here. I can't see that ass though. Oh no, that ass is gone, boss.
No, the hips are gone. The hips are gone.
I gotta see.
See what I'm saying?
I gotta see that cuffage in the back, man, because that don't.
No, listen.
That don't look like that cuffage there no more. I gotta see it. I think I can see a little cheekage through the middle of her leg.
Through the middle of the thing. But I'm gonna say this to you, bro. Them hips is the Mexican fool your hips. The hips be nice, look like they got ass. You go back there, that motherfucker flatted in the taco before you fold it.
Serena shit wasn't flatted in no taco.
I didn't say she was. I said that's what some of the hips will fool you to make you believe it's a lot of ass. I don't play the hip shit no more.
I got it. I'm just saying she had a lot of ass though.
Oh, Serena was built like a motherfucking
She had
brick.
a lot of ass.
Come on,
so
man.
I gotta see, based on this right photo, what the back of that look like. That's crazy. And they say they think she's skin bleaching and shit. Goddamn. I hope not.
Hey, man, they say when you get money, sometimes, it moves you into a different realm of the world that you want to see that you didn't get to see when you was over here. And that's what happened. I tell people, money don't change you, it just changes the address and the shoes you wear.
I guess.
Sometimes money changes the person.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Or enhances the person that you really are.
That might be it too. It might have been who they really were, and it just. I've seen it. I've seen it crash, motherfuckers. Like, damn.
Come on, man. That's all.
You didn't even get to keep the money. That shit made you such a crazy person. You crashed out, and you didn't even get to keep the money. But let's do it, man. Secret Menu Podcast. It's a Wednesday. We got a mystery. Well, it's not even a mystery. It's facts. The culprit has been caught. This is crazy. Boss didn't really know about this, but I know some of you saw it. There's a young lady, I don't know what city they're in, but she works at a McDonald. She has a supervisor. They are both black. The supervisor has been accused by this young lady visually several times via her TikTok of bullying her. She's sent home from work on several days. The video that I'm about to show you is the last day. She's sent home, she goes live, makes a video for her few friends that are watching, explains what's been happening at work. Then she turns the car around and goes back to work and stabs her boss to death. Let's take a look.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespect people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early, it's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps saying little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps saying like putting negative energy in there and talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. This shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when it's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard to do great. It's just the fact that she panicked, and I called her a few times making a mistake that she tried to hurt and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. Fucking it happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I get confused. The fuck, it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like shit, like she didn't make a mistake. I'm catching her. So her all that animosity and shit, and she keep putting in the air and stuff, they're trying to tell me, I'm always snapping people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't want to doing that. I swear, no. I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there trying to manipulate it, no. That's gonna stop. All that negative shit she's saying about, you know, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all that in there and then playing games that you would say, I run off and beat somebody. Yeah, I put my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. This shit is crazy. I'm telling you. But this same home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early. This is not funny.
Could you hear her? The video was one of the ones?
Yeah.
Ain't that bad, bitch.
It was one of them robots, buddy.
Goddamn. Who said that? Thank you, Regina. Everybody, anybody wave their hands and say nothing. Y'all just let me play that shit for 2 minutes.
I forgot. You know what? And it's my bad because I forgot that you can't hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear it. So if the shit's bad, it's just bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't hear it.
Oh, wow. Pretty much, boss. Now I got to break it down. Recap of what happens.
Yeah.
She says her boss sends her home. And this is the second or third time that her boss has sent her home. She says her boss makes remarks sometimes about how crazy her home life is with her kids, and y'all remind me of my kids in this motherfucker. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. I feel like I'm yelling at my kids, is what she says the lady says to her while she's at work, right? She goes home, she's pissed. She's like, I got shit to do. I got bills to pay. I don't care what you got going on. We not your kids. Don't be sending me home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people automatically when seeing that video said, people gonna learn about fucking with the wrong one. People gonna learn about fucking with people money. People gonna learn about how they talk to motherfuckers. I seen a video of her at the Mcdonald stabbing a lady. I can't play it here. But I did do some more research. And I found this young lady's page. And she at work doing shit like this. Harmless video, but you at work. Get your ass off TikTok in the storeroom. Maybe you got your ass sent home for that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got your ass sent home for that. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people automatically assume because she said the lady sent her home for no reason, it was for no reason. You know what I'm saying? The lady daughters was on the news crying, my mom's a good mom. All the people at the job said she was a good person. So I kept doing some research, and I realized that this young lady was also a rapper. Here's her last rap video before that incident. Let me know if it ain't working. Somebody wait.
I don't even gotta pretend. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't even gotta pretend. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. You ought to be ashamed. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. You ought to be ashamed. Life is what you make it. You got the opportunity of adventures. Take it. I'm not gonna sit here waiting when the time is currently pacing. I got stuff to do in my life. Benefits for you that'll spread the light. If I'm supposed to be free, don't I deliberately got the right? Why do I gotta go to hell? How am I polytheistic? I got endless answers to questions that are so realistic. I'm only enjoying the good things in this world. Ain't that what the book said? If you don't understand what I'm saying, put your hand on your heart and nod your head. Right now I'm in so much rage to the point when I'm reading and turning the page. I feel like I'm the only one and I can bring myself up out of this cage. Baby, I know that my lyrics are way too advanced for my age, but I know that I gotta do what it takes to make it out there on that stage. When lunatics approach my way, talking about to come here, little lady, I tune that shit out right through the stratosphere. They'll learn to get the fuck about the atmosphere. Sometimes I've been feeling like I'm running from these crazy vipers. When they throw that venom my way, I swipe that shit like windshield wipers. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't even gotta pretend. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't even gotta pretend. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. You want
Period. Sing along. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. That motherfucker was on the brink already.
She was having that song was a cry for acceptance.
There was a lot of that. A lot of those on her page. And her page is still up, so you can just go through her world. It's a lot of that.
So that's a form of depression.
It's a lot of that shit on there.
She was going through a big form of depression and couldn't find the right help that she needed, and she's a ticking time bomb.
Right.
And her time ticked and boom, she blew up. What happened? I have a brother.
And somebody asked,
and I pray don't nothing go crazy with him. He's like that.
Wait, say it again?
I have a brother that's like that. He's a ticking time
He's
bomb.
on the brink.
9 years,
right on the
9 years old. He went to see a therapist, and she said he one day will crash the fuck out and do something crazy. You guys have to put your arms around him and let him know.
Or it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because she has this whole world on her page. It's crazy. So where she lives, she was renting a room from this white guy, and they think he missing now. They think the white guy missing now. It's crazy. But when she wasn't at work at McDonald's, she did home cleaning. But she ain't like cleaning that motherfucker house up. I hate when motherfuckers get jobs they don't like. This is her right after cleaning one of the houses, bro. Audio bad again. I think that's TikTok. Damn. I think TikTok videos got some kind of thing that fucks them up when you download them. Motherfucker. So she pretty much goes to clean somebody. I gotta interpret again. She goes to clean someone's house, but then she's mad because they sat and watched her clean the house. She felt like the people who paid her to come clean the house should have got up and also helped clean the house. She was pissed. She was like, you're sitting there in your nice clothes looking happy, and I'm in here cleaning your house. Like, I hired you to come clean my house. Like, why the fuck should I get up and help you with the baseboards? I don't know. She was going through a lot of shit. I hate that the sound is like that. I've been going to TikTok for videos, and I think those are TikTok downloads. So TikTok got a way to de-scramble my shit. I gotta not go to TikTok no more. Thank you, Lady Lachelle. I think that was you saying what I think you were saying. Yeah. But yeah. Um, how do you feel about like how do you move in an environment when you kind of see somebody's on the brink? Because as a supervisor, the lady probably did know that this person is kind of crazy and doing crazy shit. I gotta send you home. Cause she's saying she's sending me home. She's being a bully. I got things to do. She's saying I remind her of her kids. I'm not your kids. But the lady's seeing the crazy shit. You're probably talking crazy to customers. You're probably talking crazy to the employees. You TikToking in the back. Like, how do you move as a person and you kind of see? Like, should she have just let her stay at work? Like, what do you do?
I don't know what you do. I know that figuring things out with that person is probably a little skeptical, kind of fighting hard to deal with. But you have to also understand that there's a reason for that person acting that way, and then you have to pick up on it. When you pick up with the signs and you see it day after day after day, then you have to now approach it in a manner of being the most polite, being the most caring at that time to get to the base of why she is this way. You know what I mean? Or why these are I'm seeing the troubles out of you. There is something that I'm seeing in you that's causing you to be this way.
And that's crazy because as a McDonald's manager, you're put into this position now to where you have to be like a therapist and move a certain way. And she was just a regular black lady with 3 or 4 daughters at the crib.
That was her.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. That was her. She's just a regular lady. She's not.
Looks like she hasn't thought. Well, just that picture right there of her. She looks like there's a problem.
Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am.
You can read and see, and I think that's the thing though, is people don't get to see somebody in the aspect of that person right there has something going on. And a lot of people can't read that in people because that's just not a gift for a lot of people. That's a gift and people don't understand. But that's a real gift.
On the flip side, as a black woman with daughters, because I think she had 3 daughters, right? She might have looked right at her and said, this baby needs a chance. And hired her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But she may not have hired her.
I'm just saying, she was the man. She might have not hired her, but she might have hired her. Or she might have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. It could have been, I looked at this motherfucker. Somebody sat down with her in the interview and she passed the interview. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was like, let me get this motherfucker shot. They should have some type of not crisis training, but they should have some type of training to kind of avoid this shit.
But that's my point. Everybody don't have the glasses and wear them glasses on an everyday basis to see shit that say something wrong with that person.
Right.
Something's really wrong. And not that I feel some type of way, but I see it in the way they are. Because they work with me every day. They hear every day. And I see things in this person. Something's wrong. Everybody don't have it.
Yeah, everybody don't. That's life. That's some life shit. Everybody don't come from the same world, same background. Everybody ain't never encountered, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things that I know motherfuckers that are completely harmless, but they do shit that terrifies strangers. A stranger would identify them as a psychopath. Rest in peace, my nigga, man. Steve used to be with Celeb. You remember Steve, bro? Lil Steve.
Yeah, Lil Steve.
Lil Steve. Just shit Steve.
Yeah.
D Jones.
Yeah. Right.
Just some shit that's just playful. That shit scares the fuck out of a motherfucker who's not from that walk of life. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. But let's say
Then
this
they'll
too,
look
though.
at. But go ahead.
Let's say this. Didn't mean to cut you off, but they needed help too.
Yeah.
Us took it in. This is who they are. We've been around them so long.
But was it, I'm going to kill a motherfucker tomorrow help?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Bro, one name that you mentioned beat a girl to a bloody pulp. Yes.
I don't know.
Called me, crying. Sister called me. This, that, and this. I'm like, yo, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Did y'all call the police? Did y'all call help? What the fuck are y'all calling me for?
Oh, the victims called you?
Yeah. Because he always brought you up. You the big brother. You this, you that. Yeah.
Was it domestic though? Was it somebody they fucking with?
Yeah, but ain't fucked with them in 3 years. Went to their house and terrorized them.
I don't know. I mean, motherfuckers need help. Motherfuckers need help in different ways. It'd be different things. Everybody, like the microscope of this lady, I woke up at, because this is how this shit goes. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got to get the youngest baby to daycare. I got to get these two to the bus stop so that they can go to their school, middle school, high school, whatever. And then I got to get over here to the job. I have to be there before to open or whatever. This, whatever. I got to go through the books, make sure the motherfucker's on the schedule. Oh, shit. Tamika didn't show up. I got to now call for a replacement for the girl who didn't show up. Like, it's so much shit going on. You don't sometimes have time to... You might see it, but you got your life shit. And you got a baby daddy who been on bullshit. You think he fucking around, he cheat. Like, motherfucker had a whole life going on. And people sometimes, that's what I was saying when it first happened. I got that echo, it's getting worse. But sometimes motherfuckers don't consider, they was like, she should have knew how to talk to her, and motherfuckers gotta watch who they talking to. She got her problems. She got what make her mad every day. She got the shit she going through. And then this bitch got what she going through every day. I'm an outcast. Nobody likes me. She had videos saying I don't eat some days. This guy who I rent the room from, he gives me food and shit when I don't have it, but he want to have sex. I don't want to have sex. So she's going through all this shit on her TikTok. The guy she rents the room from wants to have sex. I don't want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? She's doing music videos that she probably mad they ain't getting no views. Like, we don't know what's going on in her mind, but she's in the video. She got the same knife. She in there with the knife. I ain't gonna take this to work though. Then she put the knife up. You can go to her TikTok, that motherfucker's still up. So you can watch her mind change. But we don't have a look into this lady world. So it's two motherfuckers with problems and shit going on who clash though. And it's crazy because it's like, you a nigga like me, you get a lot of calls with a bunch of motherfuckers' problems and stresses, and you can't save everybody though. And me and my homeboy talked before we got on here. Niggas will look you right in the face and ask you for advice and still do the opposite of what they asked you. Or you tell them, hey man, you know what, bro? I noticed you've been going through some shit. I think you should do this, and this, man. This will help you. I got a homeboy I've been telling, bro, get your license, doc. Your regular driver's license. Man, this job, these motherfuckers keep doing this. It's a $5 pay raise if you had a driver's license. You could. Yeah. How much you need to get your license? Shit, I only owe like $278. But I watch you party, I watch you kick it, I watch you Hennessy, drink, weed, turn up. But like, bro, why you don't get? And then I watch niggas with you, watch you do it. You won't get your license though. you getting that driver's license changes your whole dynamic of everything that when we talk, you complain about. Because you could leave that job where you could get a raise at that job that you're so miserable at. You could get a pay raise by $3, $4, $5, right? Or you could leave that job and go get a job paying $5 to $10 more because you got this driver's license now. Or you can take the driver's license and now you can get in trucking school because you need a driver's license for that. You can go get in trucking school for free and change your life completely with a whole new career. But you won't do the one step of paying a $275 to get your driver's license. Motherfucker will look you in the face. Do you hate when you offer somebody the idea and they just do the opposite? Can't hear you. You took you all the way out.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you good. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't hate it because they came to me for advice. I think that for me is having some advice for them to give them. If they take it, so be it. I'm not going to sweat it that you didn't take it. But what I am going to say is don't come back to me with the same type of thing when you already came to me before and I gave you that. I gave you what I believe. I hate that word. I gave you what I felt you can use to help you forward yourself or help that situation.
Right.
You know?
And that's what I'm talking about, a repeat offender.
Yeah, I don't even give a fuck about a repeat offender. You come ask me the same shit, I'm numb to it already. Once you ask me once and you come back to react the same shit, I'm numb. I'm really not giving.
You just sit there and nod your head. Honest.
I'm just nodding now. I'm just saying.
That's crazy, dog. Goddamn.
Remember I told you how I said I don't have that for people when they say I forgive you, but I know you're gonna do it again.
Right.
That's
part of it.
You're gonna do it again.
That's part of it.
That's part of that. You're gonna
come right back here and have another crazy ass story to tell. Let's keep it
Boss
moving.
Lady said you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I beg to differ. You beat a horse in the ass a couple of times.
You think you're gonna make him drink water?
He's gonna drink the water. You shove his
You gotta
face
shove
in
his
that
head in water.
He's gonna drink the water.
Possibly.
He will drink the water.
Possibly.
Just letting y'all know that.
Here's a bizarre one. Put this bitch under jail. New Jersey woman arrested allegedly for receiving child support from 3 different men for one child.
Say what?
She the coldest scammer. Not only did she told 3 different niggas they was the daddy. New Jersey woman Alyssa Radford. Oh, they put her name out. Alyssa Radford was arrested for allegedly receiving child support for the same child from 3 different men, in which 2 of the 3 men lived in different states. Radford allegedly filed for child support from 3 different states. That was all right, bitch. That was kind of slick though.
That was scamming.
3 different states. I'm thinking this 3 niggas writing the same, like, how you should have knew you was getting caught. That bitch put child support on 3 niggas in 3 states. That pussy was viral. Bitch, you fucked 3 niggas in 3 states and told 3 niggas in 3 states they was That's crazy. What do you think of this?
I think she is the super scammer woman of America. Because the way you scam 3 niggas, boy, that is good. And had the court system in your back pocket to tell them you ran to your daddy in 3 different states.
In 3 different states.
You ran to your daddy and made your daddy force his hand on 3 different niggas in 3 different states. Tell you, boy, when they run
That's a mess, because now I know the niggas is like, well, who's the daddy?
Probably none of them.
Damn. Probably not. Probably a whole nother nigga.
She was probably artificially intimidated and told them.
And that's crazy too. That would be crazy too. All right, let's take a look at this, man. I don't know what happened at dinner, but whatever happened at dinner led this gentleman to say, I'm not paying for this shit. I'm out. However, at some point he asked for a to-go box. Which is kind of where the shit looks weird. Let's take a look.
Okay, you no use. Hey, don't touch them. I ain't gonna come out, okay? Why not put it on the You force it. No, you okay?
Could you hear the audio on it?
Yeah, I heard the audio. I don't know what happened there. You just
but how do you get a to-go box? If you that mad about the service or what's happening, you say, fuck this shit. We ain't paying for this shit. We out. I think the rule should be you just leave what's there. At some point, he was like, fuck this shit. Yeah, can we get a to-go box? And they bagged it up. And you let. I think that's where the violation is. How you feel about him getting a to-go plate and not paying for the shit?
He's a master scammer too. He was a master scammer as well.
Because we can't see what's happening. And he physically, well, I don't know. He said they touched him, so he pushed a few niggas. And he was a big nigga, at least visual wise, it looked like a nigga. But then again, I'm gonna say something. Because when you look at the height, he looked big, but he. He's the same size. So he's a big body. Mandy said I would do it in a heartbeat. Alright. Me and Boss seen a bitch try to run out of TGI Fridays one time. Got her ass caught. Hey, boss, it don't matter
that was
what she wears, what she does. She be looking good and shit too. She's forever a bum to me. Like forever in my book. She's forever like a bum. Because she tried to run and they left the key on the table or so they got caught somehow. They got caught.
That is crazy work. Because I remember that.
Yeah. They
all tried to come out of there and not pay.
They tried to run out that motherfucker.
Crazy.
I done walked out of Denny's before too, though. All right. So maybe the person that saw me says he's forever bum. I done got up and walked out of that motherfucker. But I was, that was what's that right there? The one right there where you paid for the whole. I got everybody in this motherfucking meal tonight. That one. After the club. What club? What club? Yeah, Sean First.
Red Room.
It was after one of them club nights, and I'm waiting for the check and waiting for the check and waiting. And everybody like, shit, you might have walked out of that motherfucker that night.
On the rock.
We was waiting for the check, waiting, and it's so chaotic. I'm like, I'm gone. Because motherfuckers is like, everybody like, bro. I'm like, I'm waiting to pay. I'm waiting. And I'm out of here. We walked out of that motherfucker and didn't pay. That's the time I did that. But that was because it was so chaotic. Denny's used to be crazy.
We used to go to Becky after the Red. Becky used to be there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I walked out of there.
Yeah, I walked out before. Not on some, I just walked out shit. I walked out on some, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, y'all was taking too long for this shit.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. I'm out. Y'all take me motherfucker and charge me later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't. I've never intentionally been like, "Hey, nigga, you hungry? Let's go eat." And then we gonna walk out. I've never done that. I've never done that. Okay, the McDonald's girl we knew about. This young lady was spotted walking down the street on her way somewhere. We hope it wasn't McDonald's. Let's take a look.
Oh, she was mad.
That was a big. You see, that was a big ass knife to be walking down the street with.
She was mad. She's about to hurt somebody.
Is that the new thing? Do young girls fuck with knives? Is that the new shit?
They all poking and shooting, man.
Maybe that's the new wave. Maybe young girls grab blades now. Kiana ran out in college.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, running out on bills.
But it happens, you know. Everybody we living in a violent world. The world has always been violent, but we're living in an extra violent world because everybody's got their camera on. So everybody now is trying not to be the victim on camera, but the victor on camera. And what they're not understanding is being the victor on camera is the way you go to prison. You're going to jail. There's nothing you can do in this world just about right now that you're not on camera somewhere and they're showing.
Mandy said she did it last night. Mandy, you still dining and dashing? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Mandy, do you know you're about like only one of 25 gingers in Fresno, California?
Hey, but that's white privilege. They probably didn't even think she walked out. That's white privilege. My black ass. I can get up to go to the bathroom. They do that fake stretch. They watch me everywhere I go. She said bad service.
Do y'all know y'all make them people pay for your food? Once you do that, they pay for your food. So if you walk out, the server that serves you, that comes out their check.
For letting a motherfucker get away without being able to report it. Shout out Lynn. Shout out Anthony Anderson in the house. Mandy McIntyre is in the house. She been here with us for a minute. Kiana Allen came through with the cartwheel a little while ago too. Nikita Ray Taylor's in the house. Who you see?
I don't know if he's still in
I seen Tiffany coming here.
Cake Mix.
Tiffany Monet. Shout out Cake Mix. Shout out Lauren Jackson. Kimberly Williams in the house. Boss Lady Regina's in the house. Boss Lady's in the house. Q Ball's in the house. Okay.
Wandy came in.
Okay. Oh yeah, Wandy, my dog. Wandy was in here.
Jackie Brown.
Jackie was in this house. Jackie was in this house. Jackie was in this house.
Yeah.
Shout out. All right, let's do this. Since we got so many ladies in this motherfucker, let's make some of them mad.
Uh-oh.
Black people in general. The culture that we think we own, do we really own it? Let's take a look.
If I wear braids.
Yes, because you don't understand the culture or the meaning behind the braids. White girl with braids just doesn't fit right in my spirit. Like, you're literally trying to cosplay me.
How am I trying to cosplay you when Vikings invented braids? I'm a Viking with this hairstyle right now. And if anything, you're cosplaying me because you're wearing a wig right now, which doesn't fit right with my spirit.
You guys just want to be us so bad.
I
Like,
think
I'm
you
done
want
with
to be
this
me.
fucking
Okay.
That was funny. I'm getting dark, but the sun is tearing my ass up. Okay. But The video's funny, but it's to ask this question though. Can we really claim steak on something like that? Should I be offended if a white guy has dreads? Do black women own braids? Should white women be offended that women have long, silky blonde hair? Are you pissed off if you see a Mexican guy in a cutlass on 25? I think, are you there? Your sound might be gone.
I'm here.
I'm just saying, can we claim shit like we're claiming shit? Can we claim shit?
I believe we can.
Anthony Anderson with the 50 stars. Go ahead, boss.
I believe we can because it comes rooted from us. And then you got to understand where the cornrows came from and what the symbolic meaning of what cornrows are. And if you don't know what that meaning is, then you're just wearing them because you see people wearing them. And when she said the Vikings, bitch, do you know the Vikings didn't just make up cornrows? They seen them from somewhere else. That's why they did it. They didn't make that up. That came from us from.
But I'm saying a motherfucker with hair. You don't think the motherfuckers had hair? Nobody ever braided the hair.
I'm not saying nobody ever braided anything. I'm just saying where you got it from. Doesn't matter if you do it. Everybody picks up what they see, and then they do it.
So on the flip side, should white women be offended that a black lady has long, beautiful, luscious, blonde sew-in? Is that not the same shit?
Well, no, because white women don't get their hair from horses. Black women.
That's crazy.
That's where that this shit comes from. A lot of this shit comes from.
Got it. We know where it comes from. So, okay.
That's not
permanent.
That's not yours.
But the perm, okay, if they perm they shit. They perm they shit. Long, silky, hanging, pressed hair. Now your hair still looks like the hair of a motherfucker who shit naturally does that. Should that person say, are you trying to be like us?
If you dye it their color, yeah.
Not even dyeing it. You had to put fucking 200 fucking chemicals in your shit to make it do that. Our hair don't naturally do that. For the most part, bro, our hair don't do that. For the most part, our hair don't do that. So even if you're taking in some grease, but you just putting a hot comb through that motherfucker, it's gonna look completely different from when you put that relaxer in that motherfucker to get that look. So even then, it
won't stay, but it will lay down.
It's gonna lay down, but that shit look completely different. You can tell when it's just that hot comb. You know what I mean? I gave all y'all flashbacks of when y'all was little girls, that motherfucking hot comb on that stove. I can smell that shit. I can smell that shit right now.
What happened was y'all got away from that and y'all started putting all that shit in y'all hair and tearing y'all hair apart. And your mama was hot combing your hair, putting grease in that motherfucker, and then because you had to go to Sunday school and then braid that shit up when you was going to school, or do it when you had to take pictures. You had a head full of hair. Now you bald-headed motherfucker. They ain't got no edges. Missing some of the shit behind your ears.
Fucked up.
Y'all fucked y'all shit up.
But I'm still trying to get to the significance of the ownership of shit that almost seems like it doesn't matter to me. Like for a motherfucker to be so highly offended, like you're highly offended that I braided my hair. This is my hair. I braided my hair. You're offended I braided my hair, but yet I don't give a fuck that you. I don't know. It just weirds me out the shit that black people worry about. We worry about some crazy shit.
Everybody has their own worries about what they think is important for them. you may not feel like it's important to you, but it's always going to be somebody out here that feels like that's symbolic and important to them.
That's cool.
That happens that way.
I think we just choose the lesser shit on the totem pole to give a fuck about, is what I'm saying. Like, we get mad when another race is saying nigga. And it's like, okay, but that word was first created to degrade us and demean us. And then we took it, embraced it, and we say it a certain way with the A on it instead of the ER. What do you mean that's not true?
That's not true. The word derives from the word. They took the word after we already used it.
That's fine. I'm saying at the point when it became a derogatory term in this country, when a motherfucker called you that in the street, like, the word had an existence already, but it wasn't commonly even then used how we call one another that. It wasn't. It had a meaning. It was a word. But we even at that time, we regularly wasn't calling each other that. There was the period of time when we were called the derogatory term as disrespect. And then as freedom comes, every now and then a motherfucker just use it. Nigga, please. And then it just became a thing amongst young black men. Nigga, nigga, nigga. Oh, nigga.
But this is why some people, and like I said, everybody has something that they feel adamant about that others don't feel adamant about, or even or even care less about. It's I can't say that you care too much about that. I don't know how you look at or how you view the world in your eyes that makes you feel that way. So I can't be mad that you look at it that way and you feel like motherfuckers shouldn't say it or don't say it around me. You know what I'm saying? That I can't deem that wrong.
I mean, that's fine, but if I don't see you putting that type of energy into getting some money, some business shit, like motherfuckers will rally around that, and it'd be a common group of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the niggas who don't even bother with this are now on a thing with the niggas who don't bother with this about this word. And it's like, damn, if we did all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do a post tomorrow and say, hey, y'all, let's all put $1,000 a piece together and start a community grocery store. John, you grow the water. We wouldn't get that engagement. That's what I say. I think we go crazy about the lowest shit on the totem pole. I get the word, and it's a difference, because when the white guy, or the two Mexican guys are calling each other that, a motherfucker to go out of they, you on your way to the bank. A Mexican guy said, "Hey, nigga," to another Mexican guy. You beeline and intervene with that and say, "Hey, don't be using that word." They're calling each other, "Hey, nigga," and they're speaking that, "Hey, buddy," "Hey, my guy," is what they're doing, right? You beeline from out of your shit and you want to have a full-blown confrontation which could lead you to die or go to jail or whatever. Stopped you from your kids at the daycare, stopped you from your wife at picking, like, whatever you had going on, you interact with this. You do that. I just don't see the value in it.
To you.
To me. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see the value in that. You'd go to jail and leave your kids and all this shit behind that word? Behind two niggas friendly calling each other that?
To a person that's walking by and believes wholeheartedly in the derogatory of that word, you don't say it around me. I don't give a fuck I'm walking by. You see me walking by. You see that I'm a black guy walking by.
But I don't, do you believe it's the derogatory though?
Yeah, it's derogatory to people that believe it's derogatory.
But if it's so derogatory, why do we call each other that? The same people who be saying this shit call each other that shit all day. So where's the derogatory in it? It can't be too derogatory if you sit and call, hey nigga, hey nigga, hey nigga.
If me and you walking into a Mexican store. Let's just say we walk into a Mexican store. And I say to you, hey, wetback nigga, what's up? To you. I'm saying that to you though. You don't think somebody gonna have a problem with that? You don't think there is a person that's gonna have a problem with me saying, "Hey, what's that?" And me and you are using it in however terms we using it in.
That is crazy.
It's gonna be a problem.
No, but this is it. That looks stupid. So that's how they look to me. Right. So that's right. But I'm saying it doesn't make me angry. They look stupid to me, but I'm tripping off of how it makes some people angry that these two people are calling each other that.
Because it's a derogatory to them, not derogatory to you, because you don't see it in derogatory. But
derogatory is crazy because if it's derogatory, you shouldn't use it then. If you're that offended by it.
Derogatory is somebody else using that word that don't fit in them to use the word. That's just like us. We can't go around saying, "What's up, my motherfucking," we're back to each other. Because that's just not right. We can't call each other wetback because that's just not right, though. Period. No matter how if we take a word and change it, let's say we take a word and we take the word and we change it and make it fit whatever the fuck we want it to fit for. Whatever we feel cool with it being. Somebody is going to have a problem with that. That's all I'm saying. Somebody will have a problem with it. That's
crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I don't know how, because it's not the it's not the same.
How?
Because the origin of that word is that word didn't change from anything. That word is the word that was meant to be offensive. So there was another word. So what I'm saying is there was a word, and then from that word there's a word that that became cool to say amongst your friends to one another. There's two different words. There's one with ER and there's one with an A. So if there was a spin-off word of that word for Hispanics, then I could agree. It's not the same thing because this word is not derogatory. Because the derogatory of it can't be derogatory if motherfuckers call each other nigga all day. It's only derogatory. See what I'm saying? It was the original word is derogatory, period. The original term is derogatory no matter what it's used in, no matter who's it said to. Show me an example of where it was ever used, and it wasn't.
I will show you the where the word came from. The original word is niger, not nigger.
Okay,
not nigger,
cool, but fuck that. We're starting from where that word came, and then that word became what the niggas we talking about don't know none of this shit you know about. They don't know none of that. They're not reverting to that. They're not based on what ancient. They're not using none of that shit. You know that. These niggas don't know none of this. They're not using none of that. And that ain't in the explanation of why they made it cool either. That has nothing to do with it. We going from when a motherfucker said, you can't drink out this water fountain and you can't walk into the front of this restaurant. That word had an ER.
Okay, so where did they get the word from? The origin
Fine,
of the
but
word
how many years of your life have you known the origin of that word? 10 years?
Probably 20, 25. I don't know. I'm just going to say this. When you start doing your due diligence to find out things that you need to know about, you find things out. That word came from this thing.
Got it, but I'm saying 80% of these people don't know nothing about that. So that has nothing to do with their emotions behind it. The way they use it, it has nothing to do with that. I'm just asking about how are you so, because you took this part off of this word and now you made it cool. And y'all say this amongst each other. We say this all day long. Nigga. We say this. So that means friend. My boy, my buddy, my dog. That's what it means. And when two other people are calling each other my buddy, my friend, my dog, why the fuck would I don't know. I just don't get why a nigga care.
Okay, again.
But I mean, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Niggas used to call each other bitch. That shit used to irk my motherfucking soul. So maybe possibly I can, but I can possibly understand it from that perspective. Because I used to watch niggas call each other bitch, and a nigga could never call me bitch as a greeting.
Right. Or punk ass nigga, punk ass bitch.
I ain't never seen nobody say that as a friendly whatever, but there was a period of time where niggas would say bitch, and that shit fucks me up.
No, even in, not just in a greeting, in a conversation. Oh, punk ass nigga, you punk ass bitch.
You're saying lightheartedly though?
Yeah, lightheartedly in a conversation, right? I used to have to tell people, regardless of how you say it, I don't give a fuck how you politely trying to say it or how you thought you want to say it, right? That ain't a word that I'm ever going to get used to for coming out of your mouth. You follow me that because my uncle always taught me two things. Don't let nobody call you no nigga. Don't let nobody call you no bitch. And don't let nobody call you no punk. You go to hell or jail about that word when anybody come at you with that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's the energy I've seen some people put towards that. And I'm like, that ain't the same level.
But it is because you got somebody that, listen, somebody that's using that word amongst each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll use it amongst each other. But get around you and kind of won't use the word because they know it may be offensive to you.
Right, but like even two niggas calling each other bitch, to me it's like, these niggas is crazy. A nigga can't, but I didn't, hey nigga, why y'all calling each other? Like, it didn't drive me to argue with these niggas about I look at, like I said, it just you niggas look stupid to me. And that's how they look to me. These niggas look stupid to me. Like, it just looks stupid to me. Like, the fuck? I don't know. I don't get it. The energy behind it. And that's the same shit I'm saying, like, with the braids. Because that's where it all started. Like, I don't give a fuck why do I care this white girl has braids? And almost 7 out of 10 times, they look stupid. Some of them pull it off, though. I've seen a motherfucker pull it off. But a lot of the time, they look stupid.
JD, what I catch myself about? What did I catch myself about? I mean, saying nigga or saying what I was going to... I thought myself when
he be saying... He said some shit on here one day. When we first started. Boss has had some derogatory racist moments.
No, I have to see. You see what I'm saying?
Boss has said no, because you were literally talking about them and calling them that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me and you talking to each other. You said, I don't give a fuck about no motherfucker, and we talking about them because of the topic. We called them motherfuckers some shit one day. I said, hey, goddammit.
But that's what...
He said you almost said nigga. We say nigga, though.
I say nigga, but what I was trying to say was my uncle taught me two things. Never let a man call me. And I was going to say nigga, but it wasn't nigga. It was bitch and punk. He always taught me that. He said, when you go to the penitentiary, them two words won't come out of nigga mouth unless you fighting. You fighting right there. You better bust him in his fucking mouth. Instant. Because that's where they going to take it at. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part there. But what I'm saying is it's people that in their perspective and how they see something, they're seeing it different than you're seeing it. You're not seeing it how they're seeing it. And I can understand you saying, nigga, I ain't risking it all behind that. Because
I just wish because I like the energy. And then it's like, okay, if y'all gave me that energy for everything, I'm rolling with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the energy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I said, let's go get the alley, let's go get cherry auction. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, that's like, nigga, let's plot on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Low key, hey, I'm staying with them. I support them. I support them in what they going through at this time. But this looked like an opportunity to I probably can't get 10
Mount
niggas.
up.
I probably can't get 10 niggas to bust a move with me. Or if I say, let's, like I said, you
just
with the
gotta
grocery
get 10
store
niggas
shit.
that you don't expect to do.
That might be it too.
The niggas that you every day, no. It's gonna be niggas that you least expect that'll say, I'm with the movement.
Let's do it.
I will do it. That never look at the people that you got at your hand. That's gonna say okay.
Right, because me and Preem had this long conversation on 4th of July. He was like, 5 of us need to put 5,000 in for a diesel. And I said, you got your 5 that are sitting here. And they probably looked at me like, oh, this nigga's a Debbie Downer. But I just had to be real. I said, come April, when this is supposed to happen, there will be 3 people that aren't ready. And that don't mean they might not have 2,000. That might not mean they got 1,800. That might not mean they got 4,000. Everybody won't have $5,000 that day, bro.
Yeah.
So you're right in what you're saying. You might just gotta go. I might just gotta go.
You gotta go outside of your average that you would normally think to yourself. I'm gonna go to these people. No, you gotta go outside of that. That's where your 10 people is gonna come from. It's gonna come. Honestly, it's gonna come from. If you got 10 people, 3 of them you gonna know. 7 of them you probably won't even know.
They'll be a friend of a friend or a friend or somebody who sees the post.
Phantoms at that, but they believe in you more than the niggas that sit around you all day, every day, and they're willing to put the money in and say, I'm with him, because I believe, because I watch them. I watch them. They doing this and they throwing in this. I'm with that. Let's do it. You feel me?
Shout out to our audience, because our audience is kind of like that. Our audience is kind of like that.
Yeah. It ain't going to be the one to do. But before we go any further, JD, what Amber said is absolutely correct.
What did Amber say?
The original was actually a reference to royalty before slavery. It was. And the Niger was the snake on the crown of the king, brother. That's where the word came from. If you understood that. That's why I say they took it because they didn't understand it. And to diminish it, they used it as this now.
Got it. And I understand that. My thing with all of that, my thing with that be, is that once we get to a certain place, 200 years later, you got to roll with what the fuck is going on.
No, see, that's my biggest problem right there.
Why?
Why do we have to roll? Who makes that?
Because this is the same thing. This is the same thing that, because it's just a communication thing and an understanding of what's happening. So it's the same thing. Like, you get mad when these kids have their new words, but you grew up with your own words. Tight, boosie, cracking, lit. Whatever words from your era, you had your era of words and shit that you used too. It's the language will always evolve and change. Who's to say that word at that? Because you motherfuckers went back to a period of where that was. Who's to say what it was 300 years before that?
It started in 300 BC.
Okay, but I'm just saying that wasn't the first day of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say? Most of that shit derives and comes from so many changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say it wasn't a change before that?
No, I don't know who's to say what is what, but I'm saying, why are we allowing words to have meaning if there's a meaning to a word, right?
If you've only been alive for 32 years, and in that 32 years, this is automatically, red flag goes off if you hear this word with a hard ER. When you were 9 years old, if you heard that word with a hard ER, you knew this meant danger, disrespect, or some shit going on with a other. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you've known since 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. And it ain't changed. Because in they community, it definitely still mean that. It's just we're in a censored country now that motherfuckers are losing their jobs. They'll lose their opportunities and all that if they're caught saying it on videotape or on audio or at a job. they're penalized for it in another way. But they went so many years of getting away with that shit. You still must be aware of what that ER is. They definitely still look at us like we that ER. So it ain't, oh, why do we let him change it? Because it mean that over there. Even if we want to take it back and say, it don't mean that, it still mean that in they communities. And not even just the white community. In the Mexican community, in the Asian community, when they get mad at us, nigga, they put that ER on it.
Yeah, but see, I think that's my biggest issue is because of the word, we allow the word to have power. The word has power amongst those that give the word power.
It's right? The energy in the translation. The word could mean nothing, because like I said, tomorrow you could call a nigga doorknob. If doorknob becomes the term for the lowest, scummiest piece of shit, and doorknob, nigga, you can't call me no doorknob. If after 5 years, my bitch is a doorknob, my nigga's a doorknob, he's a doorknob, and doorknob becomes this thing, the word don't even matter. It's the energy of what you trying to let me know, fuck you. You trying to let me know I don't respect you. You trying to let me know I don't give a fuck about you. It's just the word in place of it. Fuck the word. If you really want, fuck the word. But we know when the word is said what it's supposed to mean. Just like when you put that A on it and it's two friends saying it, we know that the word means, when it's two Mexican guys calling each other the word with the A, we know that means, hey, my buddy, my dog, my homie. When a motherfucker is angrily saying it with the ER to you, we know that definitely means disrespect. And I don't even, like, you know what that energy be.
Even if they not, so wait, let me get this. So, if they is saying, yeah, man, you got us some fucking niggas, and don't use the ER, but they still use the A, that's
That's a motherfucker who talks like that every day. At this point in time, a teenage Mexican kid calls everybody that. This nigga and these niggas at the store tripping. You could go with him to the store and it could be an Asian, a white guy, it could be anything at the store because they say it like we say it. I watch videos where black motherfuckers get into it with white people in the store and they say, nigga, all right, nigga, to the white guy 1,000 times. Like, it ain't even race-based at this point. It's not race-based. Touch me, nigga, you gonna find out. And it's a white man he talking to. Like, it ain't even, and like I said, I think it's the most minimalistic shit there is that we give a fuck about. And that's my opinion. I don't understand the energy we put into that shit of being offended with these motherfuckers good riddance, have that shit. That's how I feel about it. Good riddance, have that shit. Y'all can have that shit. Can we get the stores? Can we get all the liquor stores on every corner? Y'all can have that shit if y'all give us all the liquor stores y'all got in the community. Can we get the stores? Can we get the crops?
Do the Mexicans got the stores?
Nah, nigga, the Punjabis got it. My young Punjabis say it. Young white kids say it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Can we focus on the other shit that they parents and their uncles and everybody got? Can we get some of that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah.
But it's just, I don't think for us to be kumbaya, it seems that we gotta.
Anthony stupid. Anthony stupid. Yeah, nobody said it, but go ahead, boss. That shit was funny.
Hey, funny that you said that, because it's white boys that say that.
What do you mean?
You want to pick up my niggas.
That's what they call their friends?
Man, did you see Jay Mason's son go through that?
No. What did he go through?
His son they got a big old story, and he's on record, and one of the white guys came up and said, "What's up, my nigger?" to him while he's recording it. And laughed like it was funny.
He had an ER on it?
ER!
That's crazy. Did he whoop his ass?
He was in school.
Shout out to you, kid. Shout out to you. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him.
Jay Mason's son, man.
Yeah, shout out Jay Mason too. Shout out, bro. But see, those are the situations where I get it. You know what I'm saying? Two other motherfuckers in their world doing what they do. I don't even give a fuck. I think stupid motherfuckers want to be us so bad. Like, whatever.
Yeah, but
you know
I guarantee you they give a fuck about you saying, if we took their word and I call you, what's up, my beater?
Possibly, but why? But what? So because they stupid, we supposed to be stupid?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying.
But that's what I'm asking, because I'm saying, like, because you like, I bet because it's always the tit for tat shit. So it's like we're smart enough to not even want to do that.
But I'm saying somebody is, even though we're smart enough not to do it, somebody else is saying to themselves, I'm not allowing that to come out of nobody else's mouth while I'm walking by or I'm standing there.
Cool.
That's disrespect to me. So if I approach you on it and say, hey, bro, could you not say that while I'm around?
But that does. But the guy who, if me and you are calling each other that as we're playing, that doesn't make him smart for trying it either, because we finna to beat your ass too. You might not go home to your family either. You know what I'm saying? He's the same as these niggas who approach people about it. That doesn't make him a smart guy. Cause hey, what did you call him? Like he'd be stupid to risk. I have to get on these two black dudes because, and you might have much pride, you might do that, but motherfucker could kill you, shoot you, beat you, whatever, and then your wife and your kids, and it could just go bad for everybody. I don't get the energy.
Yeah, like it's derogatory to call a Mexican a little Oaxaca, right? To them, like the little dark.
But you got to understand, once again, our word that we call each other on the sly was not a word that anybody called. It's a word that we took a derogatory term and we made a whole new thing. So they would have to have a. Yeah, they gotta have a word. What's their word? What's the word that they use to call my? What's the word that they use for? Not compadre. Compadre is two. They don't call it two. But what do two Mexican guys call each other before now? The words is on the top of my fucking.
Mi amigo.
Some shit like that. Like even that. Amigo. If we just start saying amigo. See how stupid that looked? That's how it looked to me. Because that's all the word mean to us when we're saying it to each other. When I see them say it, it just looks stupid to me. I don't give a fuck. Do y'all thing with that shit. I don't know. It's about that time though. You ready, boss? Fuck it. Holmes.
Holmes. Essay! We can call each other Essay.
Yeah. Hermano. Yep, Hermano's one. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They got that shit. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how the word just took over every culture. But it's our fault because we make the music.
It's our fault?
Yeah, we make the music when they
so
you ain't let me finish my sentence. When we have them in our communities, we call them that. We call everybody that. We call a white man in the store that. We call everybody that. You call your Mexican homeboy that. They really coming with some motherfuckers.
I don't know.
Caleb said dog.
I call my Mexican homeboy.
But there's been a time where you say, hey, nigga, because it's a friend like with the rest of your friends. It's been a time you've called a Mexican guy.
Mijo.
Nigga, yeah. Wait, mijo?
I'm mijo sometimes. I'm mijo. Some of my Mexican brothers.
I don't. The energy just be so crazy. Like,
it do, but it's some people that they're just gun ho on that shit. It's like we're gun ho on punking bitch. It's some niggas that don't give a fuck about it.
I get it, but I just want motherfuckers to be gung ho about other shit. That's my whole thing.
That's like saying that, but that's also saying that because we gung ho about Funky Bitch, we need to be gung ho about feeding the homeless. No, I don't.
Yep.
No, the fuck I don't.
Yep. But see, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, because I swear to God, today a motherfucker said something about feeding homeless. Shit, I'm down. Let's go.
No, I understand that.
That's what I'm saying. Anytime a motherfucker come with some shit like that, I'm with it. Let's go. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that. Like, nobody supports that or gets that energy when it be those things. You know what I'm saying? That's how we should be, though. That's what I'm saying. When a motherfucker say, hey, let's feed the homeless, we should get that same energy. Everybody should be like, hell yeah, let's do it. Nope. But they'll motherfucking trip. They'll compile each other. Like, motherfuckers, I seen motherfuckers mad about Cesar Chavez being on Edison and shit. And I'm like, do you understand that Thomas Edison, is a white guy, first of all. Edison's white. Fresno's black population. You said what?
That tiger white the motherfucker.
Come on, bro.
That tiger don't even look like it's gonna wow. That tiger looks like it's gonna go.
The black population of Fresno is 6%. I don't even get why these niggas still be tripping on the shit that they trip about, bro. We are outnumbered, that motherfucker. The population is 6% black.
In Fresno, California, yeah.
In Fresno. But I'm saying, I seen motherfuckers angry because they put a painting of Cesar Chavez on Edison somewhere.
Because you gotta, if you go back to, see that, I think people have problem with things when you go back in the history of what shit was. And if you go to the history tells you the West Side was allocated to blacks.
Okay, cool, but the school is named after a white man. Why didn't motherfuckers go crazy and say, y'all put us a school in our motherfucking community? It's been all these years and nobody ever said change the name of this school to a black leader, black historian, a black. But as soon as they put a Mexican guy on the wall, it's this crazy, disconnect and anger. But the school is still called Edison for years, which is a white guy who did not even like niggas.
You have to understand.
Come on, bro.
When that school came and that school was built on that side of town, it wasn't the black side of town as you see it, as it became. You know what I'm saying? The Fresno history wasn't the black side of town. That was where the Russians came in. See, that's what people don't understand. This is heavy Russian Armenian town. It's heavy.
All that furthers my point, bro. Just like, see how you went back with the word? So a nigga could say the West Side is for the blacks. It wasn't. So in the origins of it, it wasn't.
No, listen. So when the blacks came in, when the blacks was, because a lot of blacks are from Fresno. There's a lot of people that family generation is from Fresno. But if you
my daddy was born in Fresno. His daddy was born in Fresno.
Right. If you take them, they were out in the country.
Anthony, Google that. Go ahead.
What?
No, he was saying 6% is crazy. I'm telling him to Google it for facts.
It's 6% for real. It's really good. But if you take them, they was out in the country. A lot of these people were out in the country. When the Russians decided to move, because Kearney, if you know what Kearney is, Kearney Boulevard, that's why we got Kearney Mansion out there, that was all the Russians. They had all that shit. That was theirs.
I get it.
That's why the house was so big. That's why the house
I think you missing what I'm saying though, bro. So peep game. All I'm saying is if we came at some point and the community became ours, niggas never said, you see what Bomb just said, this motherfucker stole all his inventions from black people. Nobody ever said, hey, we finna quit sending our kids to this school named after a motherfucker who stole inventions from black. He didn't even like niggas. We represent that shit like it's the last shit on earth. He don't even like niggas, but nobody ever got angry, protested and said, change the name of this motherfucker in our community. This is disrespect to our community. Nobody ever did that. But they didn't change the name of the school. They did a painting of Cesar Chavez on a wall. And it's outrage.
Right. So the outrage is, what black man you painting in the wall? What black person?
Why? But here we go. Why the fuck do we ever gotta give a fuck about what another motherfucker? That's what happened. We are the most pocket watching community ever. Nobody gave a fuck about a painting till they painted one. Know what I'm saying? Why was there no niggas with a committee trying to get us a painting on some shit?
But
nobody ever fought because it wasn't.
Wait,
It wasn't. Nobody ever fought to change the name. It wasn't, bro.
They fought for a lot of shit over there that they wasn't giving.
Okay, that one it wasn't.
Bro, you can't say that.
That one it wasn't. You got to show me where.
Bro, I can show you a lot where they.
I don't care about nothing else. We talking about the painting. Show me where niggas came and said, "Hey, city, Fresno Unified School District, we want to do a mural of Malcolm X on whatever." That never happened because niggas don't give a fuck about that kind of shit till somebody else get it, bro. All that other shit is all that other shit. We're talking about one thing. This school, that painting, niggas being mad. Nobody ever wanted to change the name of the school. Nobody ever gave a fuck. We the most pocket watching race. When a motherfucker gets something, then we go ahead.
D, we speaking freely of what we think we know and not what we really know.
I know, but go ahead.
We speaking freely of what we think.
I know. You speaking freely of what you think. I know. Nobody ever came and asked none of that.
You wasn't there in the 70s when they probably was acting, or the 90s. You went to Edison in a book at 98. You don't know what nobody did.
Do you know of it in your era? Do you recall that?
No, I don't. No, I don't recall that.
Because nobody ever did that shit. Niggas ain't never gave a fuck, bro. Niggas ain't never gave a fuck. If you want to hypothetically play it, niggas ain't never gave a fuck. Niggas love that shit. We represent that shit. We love it. We love it. It's the E. Edison, we love it. Niggas don't give a fuck. Like, niggas don't understand what that shit is. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers want to go back in time and all this shit about all this shit until it matter. This is a motherfucker who don't like niggas, stole from niggas, and it's right there in our community. But that shit still don't mean a motherfucking thing to nobody. That's crazy. That's why I said we worry about the most minimalistic shit there is to worry about. This painting that's at this school. Fuck the painting at the school, the name of this motherfucker. What the school is named after. For 100 fucking years, we worry about the most minimalistic shit of it. The painting that's at the school. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, you see it. You see it how you see it. And that's how you see it. And that's fine.
I'm just saying.
Nobody's disagreeing.
You can call it me seeing it how I'm seeing it. But fact-based, you can't tell me fact. That's like a nigga saying, what's more important, owning the land the business is on or owning the business that rents the unit that's on the land? What would be more important? Owning this is it. The land where Food Max is on the west side, Food Max, Rite Aid, Burger King. What's more important? Owning that land that all that shit is sitting on, or owning Burger King that's on that land?
Well, the land would be.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a no-brainer.
What we would say is that, but you got to understand owning land. You don't never own land nowhere.
But I'm saying that it's a no-brainer because you're telling me, oh, you're saying, no, it's a no-brainer. The actual school is more important. You can paint, a motherfucker can paint over that picture 100 times and paint a new nigga. A new thing, an elf tomorrow. That shit is minimalistic, bro. The name of that school has been what it is for 200 motherfucking years, 100 years, or however long this motherfucker been there. That's the most important thing in the situation, and nobody gave a fuck about that. Is all I'm saying. Like, if we gonna give a fuck, let's give a fuck all the way, is what I'm saying. Like, I get it. Like, that's why I say, if niggas would get with me on these, fuck it. Quit saying nigga, motherfucker. Like, I'm with y'all on the look. I'll go with y'all on this little shit, but y'all don't give a fuck about the big shit, is what be fucking me up. be mad. They changed the name of Kings Canyon to Caesar Child. Man, they cruise down that motherfucker. Why not? They the largest population in this motherfucker. Why not? Why don't give a fuck? That's what I don't get. But it only matter when another motherfucker gets some shit. I don't get it. We gotta match for some shit. Let's go match for some shit. That's all I'm saying, bro. We gotta match for some shit.
Everybody sees what they see and how they see it, and that's just what it is.
No, with our people, everybody see it how they see it, the way they see it. That's with us. You know what I'm saying? Because with them, they stand on one accord and they be mashing for theirs. They gonna get them streets changed the way they want. They gonna get their shit built and they gonna get the name of the school what they want. They gonna get their shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get theirs.
And how do you think they get that?
However the fuck they get it. They come together and they mash until they get it.
No, they don't come together to get that.
What do they do?
You got city council, you got people in place with the city council members that make these changes. And guess what the city council members are? Hispanic. So they make the changes.
Say it again.
They're Hispanic. They make the changes. That don't mean they come together. That
mean motherfucker need to be groomed, but nobody's grooming our motherfucker to become any of this. That's why I say we worried about the small. That's the shit a nigga need to be grooming.
1,000 times already. I told them, and they got a kid that I told everybody in Fresno, California, this is the kid that y'all want to be your mayor. This kid knows all that shit that you guys are trying to know. This young black kid right here knows it. And I told him that. I set him down.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Ins and outs. This is the push. Not the niggas that's already older and not the niggas that don't want to listen to nobody. And that's the niggas that feel like, well, they don't want to pull out the race because, oh, he's facing this guy now. Your black is only 6%. And it's less than that now. Right? If your black is less than 6%, and you're splitting your black vote up between two black men.
That's what I said. Everybody see it their way, how they want it their way. That's why that shit split.
Then that's how it's gonna happen.
That's why this shit is like it is.
We're not even in position yet as people to come together as a whole. Because we don't think alike. We're
thinking about that.
We don't even have the same think. We don't even have the same thought process. 2% don't even think the same way.
That's what I'm saying. We're thinking about all this other shit. We're saying the same thing at this point. We're saying the same shit. I'm saying everybody's thinking about minimalistic shit. The focus ought to be shit like that. Well, how do they get a motherfucker in there? Okay, we need to be grooming our motherfuckers from the bottom. And I'm talking about in everything from Fresno Unified School District to City Council to the police department to whatever. They do it. We don't.
Anthony, do me a favor and look up what's the percentage of Hispanics in Fresno. The population is, see, you got to understand how things are controlled in your area. You got to know the controlling part. You got to think about the controlling part. You got to think about the people that's in position that's black, that's married to Hispanic, that's married to white, that's in position. You feel me? So they're not there to move another piece to get in position. They got in position because of who they are tied into. So when I
understand every bit of that, though. They're 54.9%, more than half.
So listen to this.
I just said they was the largest population in our city, though. I already said that.
So that's why they get the things done that they want done. That's why.
All right.
This is a Hispanic town.
So just give up. Once again, just give the fuck up.
It's not giving up. It's not. It's understanding, and then people.
We understand.
People really want to do something. if people really want to do something. Get the fuck out of Fresno. Take our 6% and leave this little motherfucker. And go down, because it's a fucking Mendota, it's a Fireball, it's a Pass Easton, it's some shit pass. It's all these little towns that we can go and create all that we need to create for us. Because you're trying to create something here that they already populating and monopolizing for the taking. They already did that. When I watched it, you normally always had one black council member. You don't even got no black council member no more. Period. There's no black council member. Period.
But who fault is that?
It's nobody's fault.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's divided. This nigga want to be this nigga.
Even
this
if
nigga,
it's not divided,
this nigga want to be this nigga.
6% will never overtake 54%.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
It has to.
No. But okay. But what I'm saying is, this is hundreds of years of this shit. Fresno was not 54% Hispanic the first day. Point. Okay, so shit changes, evolves. Breed.
That's why.
Have babies, don't move. But you start to build within your community the small thing. But if you don't start building the small way, okay, let's get a motherfucker here, let's get a motherfucker here. He moves up through the police shit, he becomes a sergeant, he becomes a chief, okay, this motherfucker moves up through Fresno Unified School District, they become this, you gotta, but motherfuckers that haven't began, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't began anywhere so yeah, it's never gonna happen, because they 54, it's gonna get stronger, because they're going to continue to do that. There was a point when they were probably 23, and they continued to.
No, bro.
Yeah, because they became way more. Yes, they did, bro. They came when we were children. Bro. All our teachers wasn't Hispanic and shit. I grew up with white teachers and a black teacher sprinkled here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm not saying you did.
So that shit gradually grew. Motherfuckers came and got educations, got into the system, and began to grow. It has to start somewhere. Motherfucker got to plant a seed. Nobody because we just look at it like you can't defeat that, and then we don't plant a seed. You can plant the seed. We might not live to see it, but if we plant the seed and taught the plan, maybe in 30 years the shit could be the opposite, bro. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they got such a stronghold on it now it'll never change. But if
it won't change, that's why the stronghold.
But the population was 50%, 80% white in the beginning. It changed somewhere. So that's like them saying it'll never be that way for us. If they would have stopped when they saw, oh, this population is all white. If they would have stopped, it would have never happened for them.
It wasn't all.
It wasn't Hispanic. Fresno was not largely Hispanic at first, though, bro. They were not.
No, it was large. It was largely Armenian and Russian.
Whatever it was. All I'm saying is it was not Hispanic.
That was the largest population.
Whatever it was. It could have been alien. Whatever it was, they were the underdog at some point. And they began to educate their children, breed, not move out that motherfucker, buy land, get jobs within Fresno Unified, Fresno Police Department, and motherfucking the city council shit. They began to build their shit. You got to build your shit, bro.
Okay, I don't think you understand the method of how this shit here works.
I just told you the method.
No, that's not, bro. When you get deep into this method and understand the politics of how this,
because you're looking at it how it is right now. Go back
I'm
before it existed.
Yes, before it existed. Before. Okay, are you saying before there was no one here?
I'm not saying
because
before there was no one
always been Mexicans here.
I ain't saying that they were not the majority in the beginning, bro. You can go look at pictures of the Fresno streets and everybody in the photo white downtown. Everybody white. You know what I'm saying? They were not. At some point, motherfuckers dug their boots in and they stayed and they went a different way. So, and here go the other thing. Just population alone don't mean nothing. Like I said, they got educated They got into the three powering determination and factors in our city, though. Fresno Unified School District, the police department, and the city council. That's where that's where they dug into. They dug into the shit that mattered. They educated their children. They sent their ass to Fresno State and got educations, and they all got in there.
Bro, they stopped us from having that. They stopped us. They read. That's why I say when you get into it, you gotta sit down. I didn't know this.
So just quit.
When I started getting into no, it's not quit, but it's now time to pull out. It's pull out.
Who's the white people stopped us and let them take the reins?
Yes. That's why, bro. If you understand and looked at this shit, they had this plan already. This was a plan. This wasn't something that just happened. They planned it. This was a plan. Period. They planned this for many moons. This land, that west side, they was taking that back. Period. This was brought out perfectly. If you go back when you was a kid, the west side was fully black owned. Black folks was in position. That was black owned over there. When they seen that, it's time. The kids went on, the family went on, passed down lineages, all that shit. Well, we were still in a point to where we just got out of a point where they redlined black folks of buying houses on the west.
Okay, but go back to that. When it was black owned, how did they lose ownership?
Because
did they sell their houses? Did they take their houses from them?
No, the parents, most parents started dying and passing it on to kids. And they kids got caught up in whatever was.
So is that a plan, or is that a plan, or is that lack of knowledge? Is that lack of a motherfucker telling a motherfucker what they needed to do with them houses?
The plan was,
my grandmama lost her house the same way. My daddy fucked over that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Right across the street from my daddy's mama house was my aunt crib. You know what I'm saying? Lost that motherfucker the same way. She leave it to a motherfucker, he sell it. My cousin, sell that motherfucker. Fuck it. It's in the dog pound. So in the dog pound, my daddy mama lived across the street from my aunt, nigga, on my mama's side, my grandmama's sister. You know what I'm saying? Both of the houses, neither one of them in either one of my families. Meaning my daddy family ain't got that property no more. My mama's side of the family ain't got that property no more. That wasn't the plan, my nigga. That wasn't an attack on us. That wasn't a conspiracy. That's what they wanted. That was just motherfuckers not giving their children the knowledge, the game, and teaching them what to do and how to make sure they pass that shit down. It's shit that you can do.
Bro. Most houses in most areas on the west side were Section 8. You know that?
But see, now don't we going into something else? We talking about the black ownership. When you said it was black owned, we talking about fuck the other shit.
Meaning the businesses was owned. Okay. Meaning the things around there was owned.
It was houses owned. I'm just saying a lot of the houses was owned.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a lot of them was owned. Yeah. I just named you two in my family that we lost. My Uncle Rogers, his shit's still sitting over there though. He still got his by channel. So this is just my family. I'm telling you 3-4 properties in my family owned. That's just my family. Coming up, a lot of motherfuckers had property too though. I'm not saying all of it, but when you spoke to black owned, so which businesses?
Black owned, I'm talking about Scott's Cleaners, the Bell's Bonds, Marcus, JC House of Records, the Mr. Froze, Rosebud, West Side Market, Taha, all that was black.
All those, you don't think all those people were black homeowners too?
I'm not saying I'm not saying they was or wasn't, but this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. When that took effect, listen, you had a black city councilman. You even had a black mayor. You know what I'm saying?
We had a black mayor.
So when that, I believe so.
I don't remember that nigga.
I believe so.
Who the fuck was our black mayor? I don't remember that nigga.
Les Kimber, I think.
Did he ever win? Was he the mayor?
I think he was.
I used to see his posters and shit. Did that nigga ever win?
I think it was Les Kimber. I don't know.
That nigga used to be at the Legion. I know his nigga used to be at the Legion.
One of them was. I think one of them was. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I gotta go back and look at it. But we always had somebody in a chair to give us a say-so of something that was going on. We always had one.
So about what age were you in the this golden era you speak of? What age do you think you were? What year do you think this was?
From when I moved to Fresno, so from 88 to about...
Okay. Let's just say 88.
9.
So I'm saying in 88, what was the percentage of Hispanics you think then? Was it an even race then? In 88, did they have us by so much then?
Yeah, they had us by more, but they wasn't on the west side. They were on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
They were all on the east side. That was their area just about, was the east side. Some of them lived in Sunset.
But you think it was more, let's see.
Yes, largely populated on the east side. Bro. Largely populated on the east side. That it was. And what happened was they started migrating. After they moved that Section 8 shit and told them that they can have houses in the north, they moved out. When they moved out, Mexicans moved in. And as they moved in, that's when you started getting, you had Oliver Banks was your last person.
So look what it says. This is how drastic the change is, Buff.
Mm-hmm.
In 1990, the Hispanic population was 26%, bro.
Come on.
I'm saying 26, my nigga.
What was black?
It's 50. I don't know. I'm just doing this. I'm telling you, it was 26. That's 1990. That's right. 90. It's 54 now, right? That's what I'm saying. So that's crazy. That's crazy.
Listen to this. What's crazy is I think we were less then. We were less then.
No. This is what's even crazier. See, this is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers dig in and do what they do. This whole article on this is crazy. That population growth was so continuous from 1980 to 2000. It's reasonable to estimate the population in Fresno in 88 was in between the Hispanic population in 88, in just 88 was 6.4%.
Yeah. And it was all on the east side.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Guess what we are, right? We're at 6%, right? So for a motherfucker to say this can't be done, because they come exactly from where the fuck we was, bro. They was 6.4% in 88. They were exactly who we were then, bro.
Listen, and what were we in 88? 2%? Gotta think about that. What was we in 88?
That's fine. All I'm saying is we're 6% right now.
Yeah.
We're exactly, they were exactly who we are right now. So to say it can't be done, they came right from this shit that a motherfucker said, nigga, we 6%, it can't be. They were the 6% in 88. They were 6%, and now, nigga, they are more than half. They did it. It can be done.
Listen, no. The way they vote them in here,
it was only 6% of them, boss.
My point, you're not hearing me. If it was 6% of them, they didn't multiply that big. What they did was they kept bringing their family in. That's why they kept coming in. They would bring more family in. That's why you seen them. It was 7 motherfuckers in one house. 7 families in one house. They was bringing their cousins in, bringing their uncles them in. That's how their population started just growing so much.
That's understood, boss. But I'm saying that's a blueprint we need to follow.
We not voting our families in this motherfucker because our families live somewhere else.
We can breed, bro.
Coming from Mexico.
We breed.
We're not, bro. We're still breeding.
But
Niggas
we leave.
Still breeding.
Everybody leaves.
Leave where?
There.
They leaving this motherfucker because of the opportunity.
California got a lot to do with it as well too.
Come on, we leaving Fresno because of the opportunity.
But all I'm saying is that is the success story in itself. They were the 6% at one point, my nigga. Now they're higher than the population that ruled, which was.
I would be higher too if I keep bringing all my cousins from another country in this motherfucker.
Anthony, thank you.
That's what I would do. If I bring all my motherfuckers here, it would be a lot of motherfuckers too.
I feel it, bro. I'm just saying, like, nigga, I think we always look at the mountain to climb and be like, I think that's where black people fall short. We always look at the mountain to climb and be like, then we hear the stories about the motherfuckers who climbed these mountains and did all this shit. Because we're looking at it. We're 6%. In 88, they were 6%. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now they are the most
54%.
Right.
With a whole nother country that they bring a bunch of motherfuckers over here.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Whatever you want to make
the reason. A bunch of motherfuckers
whatever you want to make the reason for them overcoming, they overcame. You know what I'm saying?
What was they overcoming?
The same obstacles we face.
No, they don't.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
No,
since the beginning of time, though, bro. We know who the fuck. You feel me? Bro, they going through it right now in this country, right now. So we can't just act like. What do you mean? They deport motherfuckers left and right. What do you mean?
That's not supposed to be here.
Okay.
Let's not talk about.
You just said bringing motherfuckers from a whole other country. What are we? Come on, bro. What are we doing? You just said because they brought their whole families from. And then I said
that's what they do.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? That's what they do.
But then I say they're going through the deportation shit right now.
They're not going through nothing because the ones that they brought over here have kids. They have kids, and them kids are legally to stay here.
Okay, but that still takes a large dent out of your population, bro. They're going through some shit.
It does not. It don't, bro. It really don't. So if two parents came over here,
how many? Okay, so this is what I'm saying. How many people are being deported from America? Some hundreds?
A lot of people.
No, what do you mean by a lot? Is it hundreds?
Hundreds of thousands.
Is it not millions?
Millions. It could be millions.
Okay, so I don't understand how you saying that ain't shit.
Listen to me, bro. Let me explain this to you, because I don't think you get it. If two people came over here and they had 5 kids, them 5 fucking kids are now American citizens. That's how they're populating this bitch on the regular.
Okay, I get that. But okay, cool. But you still got to take the 2 motherfuckers off.
So what did I lose? If I brought 5 in and 2 left, what did I lose? I didn't lose anything.
Yes, you do. When you look, it don't, nigga, math is simple. I don't give a fuck. If you have 2 people, you bring 5 people, you now have 7, right?
Right.
You now have 7.
Yes.
When we ask what the population of that city is, it is now 7.
Right.
When you take back the 2 motherfuckers over there, the population of that city is now 5. So a loss is a loss. A loss is still a loss, bro. So these millions of motherfuckers matter. Like, math is still math, bro. It's not, you didn't lose, I lost nothing.
Because they're not all Mexicans that's leaving, though.
I'm not saying it is, bro. We're talking about this percentage of Hispanics in Fresno. The 54%, we're talking about at 1988, it was 6%. Like, we're in one place, bro. We're not talking about Germans or Indians or none of that. We was talking about specific thing.
We're talking about Hispanics. You asked me how many people are leaving. How many people are getting deported? Millions. They're not all million Hispanics. That's what I'm saying.
Just focus on them then. How many of them are leaving? Millions.
I don't know.
All right. Come on, bro. Come on. Millions. You don't think it's millions though? That's an honest question. You don't think it's millions? I'm talking just in Hispanic world. You don't think it's millions?
If they deported, let's say if they deported 3 million. Let's say that. They deported 3 million. 1 million may be suspended.
Okay.
Let's say that. Let's say that. 1 million will be suspended.
Let's do 20. What year was the Obama year that they was doing he did all them deportations?
7, 16. The way this is set up,
it's so long story short, it's an uphill battle we can never motherfucking win.
No, it's an uphill battle that we have different obstacles than they have. That's all I'm saying. Our obstacles are not their obstacles.
I don't even care. That's what I'm saying. We watch, like I said, we always watching the next motherfucking shit. I don't even give a fuck about that shit. I just say what we need to do. We need to do this. We need to do that. And then you can't do
and
that.
If we got people,
can't do it.
If we go do this, and this, and we got people that's already gatekeeping.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be done. That's what I'm saying. It's an unwinnable battle. When I say that, you say no, it's not. It's either it can't be done or it takes a little more work to be done.
It's not an unwinnable battle if we move. You move to start over. That's the mission. You have to get out.
That'll never happen.
Start over.
That'll never happen.
And that's why we're not on the same plane. People are not on the same plane. You have to get out of somewhere that's holding you back. That's not going to give you
niggas get out of there all the time though. But it's to Vegas, it's to Houston, it's Atlanta, it's Bay. Like going to a completely empty, low populated city and overpopulating it, never gonna happen. Ain't enough there.
The Mexicans did it here.
We see what I'm saying? We ain't finna talk about what another motherfucker do. Cause they were 6%. I just said they did it, but we can't do what they do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do it, bro.
No.
We not gonna do it because motherfuckers love their amenities. Motherfuckers love their amenities. Ain't no mall, ain't no that. We just ain't gonna do it, bro. That's why I say we worry about the most minimalistic shit. So that is high on a to-do thing. That's a mountain. That's one of the mountains I'm talking about. Moving to a completely rural area. Orange Cove. Fireball.
Right.
Mendota. And we gonna go by every motherfucking house in these areas. That's gonna be hard to do. It's gonna be hard. What do you mean why? Because niggas ain't gonna. You said it 5 times on this motherfucker tonight. Niggas think about niggas ain't thinking about the same shit. Everybody thinks what they think the way they think. That's why it's hard. Because of that. Niggas is worried about who's saying nigga. And what painting is on the wall. Niggas ain't worried about coming together to move or do none of that shit.
Everything is gonna be hard too. Yeah. Everything's gonna be hard. That's not what I'm saying. It ain't nothing gonna be peachy. Ain't nothing gonna come easy. Everything's gonna be a mission. Everything's gonna be a mission.
Absolutely.
What I'm telling people about this place is you gotta understand how the place is set up.
Understood. I get everything you saying. Now you gotta tell me how the fuck you gonna get these niggas who only give a fuck about I can't wear a hoodie to the club. Like, this is the shit that be at 800 comments. They turned me away because I had a hoodie on at the club.
Let's not talk about the 30 and under. Let's not talk about.
I'm talking about this shit is for everybody. Everybody over that.
Because you just brought up something that
I'm talking about something I've seen. I'm 45. Motherfuckers I went to school with. It don't matter. Motherfuckers are 45 on that same post. And if I ain't mistaken, it was the motherfucker I went to school with who made the post. What are you talking about? They 40. They 45. They 40 something, bro. Like, it don't matter. So fuck that. So take that post out. Throw that post away. Motherfuckers worried about what painting is on this wall. It's all the same shit to me, bro. So fuck the club. Take the club out. Motherfuckers 30 worried about the club. Motherfuckers that's 30 is buying homes and shit right now. What age is motherfuckers buying homes? Between 30 and 40.
Bro, 30-year-olds, you can count on your hand how many 30-year-olds buying out.
A lot of 30-year-olds are buying homes, bro.
Not in
a lot
Fresno,
of motherfuckers,
California.
well, anywhere. But what I'm saying is, it's not. Okay, fine, bro. You keep breaking shit down to these little weird ass, inconspicuous things. So fine, let's take. Okay, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. Take the home buyer shit out. Then take that out. As a people, motherfuckers be worried about the wrong shit. So are you saying you want people 50 plus moving to this new city?
No, what I'm saying is people in general from Fresno. We're talking about Fresno, California, bro. We're not talking about outside of Fresno.
Okay, Fresno.
We're talking about the 6%
moving to the
of
city.
Fresno, California.
You don't want anybody under 40 to even think about this, is what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about everybody come out, period. You don't have to buy a house to come out. You can rent a house out there.
Okay, but you losing me, bro. Because when I said that, you said don't even put the 30-year-olds in, like.
Because you talked about club shit.
Bro,
we're talking about shit.
My nigga, you are missing the whole point, my nigga. All I'm saying is people think about the wrong shit. You honed in on, so you do want people who 30 to come out there, right?
Bro, I want all the 6% of black. Period.
Okay, so that shit you said didn't have nothing to do with shit. Like you threw me for a loop with that, bro.
No, what I'm telling you, a lot of 30-year-olds ain't buying homes. I'm not telling them because you're not buying homes, don't come out here.
So how they gonna come if they don't buy a home?
Because it's gonna be some shit out there to rent.
Who's gonna put that there?
Some apartment buildings to go out there to go. That everybody don't own everybody don't own a house. Because you move into an area, because you guys are rebuilding this area.
Okay, but listen, why? See what I'm saying? Why wouldn't that be the first step? Why wouldn't ownership be taught in the move?
Bro, I'm not telling you that ownership ain't there. Everybody is not going to have money to buy.
Everybody ain't, but
everybody's not going to have money to buy.
Ownership should be a part of the whole plan to go, or we'll just lose it again. I'm just saying, if everybody moves to this different city, it's overpopulated, but don't nobody own none of this shit, they just take the shit again.
But bro, I'm not saying nobody owns nothing. It's people that's going to go and buy. It's people that's going there that's going to buy. Going to buy land, it's going to buy property, it's going to buy. They're going to buy. Mm-hmm. Everybody, out of this 6%, everybody's broke. No.
Why are you asking me this shit? You saying this shit. You asking me. Like,
because it's 6 out of the 6%, there's a lot of black folks that got some money.
Bro, to get the fuck up and move to a completely different city, you gotta have some. I'm not even thinking about a broke motherfucker, bro. That's you to get the fuck up and be able to move somewhere completely different where you're either gonna have to commute to work or live off the land for a minute till you figure out what the source of income is. Everybody, I'm not even thinking about a motherfucker that ain't got no money. I'm not thinking about a motherfucker I'm not even thinking about a motherfucker that don't got no money. Initially, when I'm looking at this is a motherfucker with some money or some credit to get a house or the whole shit. Like, that shit ain't even in my mind. A broke motherfucker, how a broke motherfucker gonna uproot and move their whole family somewhere?
Right. But I'm saying this is the route that you have to go to build something that you have and you have some type of control in. You have no control in this market at all. You have no control of the market. None of this. There's no control. Blacks have no control in this market at all in Fresno, California. And it was
understood. We was off of that. We was on moving to.
Right. So in order to have something, you have to move to create something.
Right.
So you have to now go build and create in an area that's there, regardless of who don't want to come right now.
Right. And that's all I'm saying is buying should be the part of the
You have to
move.
buy. That's inevitable. You have to buy.
So that's all I was saying. Is
That's
buying
inevitable.
should be a part of the play. Because if not,
Yeah,
you
but-
lose it. Because if they look up and say, you know what? All these niggas got these apartments. Then all they can say is, you know what, we ain't renting no more black people. And then the other people say, you know what, we're not renting no more black people. So from the gate, we're going to have to go. Because you got to think, everywhere we go, it's still some motherfuckers there too when you get there.
Fact. That's why you go in a large amount with what you're going there. Even if you're creating this area with subsidized housing, you're going there to create that. Because that's where you guys are moving to. So you go create that. You're not going to go and it's just going to happen overnight, or you just turn this place upside down overnight. That's not how it works. It's a lot of people here in Fresno, California that have homes that a lot of them are going to lose because they're going to run shit through their houses and they're going to tell them this shit's coming this way and we're putting this shit over here and oh, this now is being gentrified and all that shit is happening, right? So I tell everybody, if you got property here, everybody sit down, talk about it. Tell them, hey, I don't want you to pay for me. I don't want you to pay me for my property. I want you to now go over to this area and build me a home. I don't have to buy it because you're building homes anyway. Go build me a home there, and I'll leave. You go build us, my family, this house right here. We want it built in Kalinga,
wherever, yeah,
right. And that's where everybody goes to. So now that's where you already going.
And that's not a bad city to live in either. I grew up in Kalinga for a small.
You're making the move of structuring a place that now you guys can go into, and now you can have some type of bid in what's going on. So now the kids is growing up in that area. Now they can become the judge. They can become the police officer. They can become the teacher. They can become this. Y'all can own the store. Y'all can own that land that Walmart came out there now. Because now when you build things of that nature, other things come. Other places and other things come in that area.
Yeah, it would have to be a land mass that whatever that 6% of the population is. If that's 300,000, if it's 187,000, we'd have to look at that land that we're going, or city we're going to, and say, okay, we hope to double our population in 10 years.
Yeah.
We hope to double it because you got a cousin in Oakland, you got some family in Mississippi, and they hear how good it is and how whatever.
Yeah.
And they start to move, and over 10 years, motherfuckers start coming. It's cheaper houses, better. But so you hope it's somewhere that you can turn into, okay, this population could be 500,000 people in 15 years or something. But that's the other thing we got to look at too. When you say Mendota, that motherfucker might only be the radius of, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It may not be.
We got to figure out. It got to be some shit that a motherfucker. Yeah.
Allensworth is still open.
Who?
That's the whole city. Allensworth is still
Allensworth,
open.
yeah. That was a black town.
And it's still open to be a black town.
Yeah, that was our black town. They have a festival every year there. A black thing for the people of that motherfucking city every year. And I know black people with land still there that come out every year. They live in LA, but they got a lot of family in Fresno. They come out every year, and they go to Allensworth, whatever the festival or whatever, and they sit out there and they party every year in Allensworth. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we got to do the other shit another night, man. I got to bust a move. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Definitely, we went left. This shit turned into the Black Power Hour. But that's what we need. That's what we need. We need this type of conversations. All the other shit is cool to talk about, but we really got to start putting together some type of programs and some things. Because I got some things that I plan to do. Like I tell motherfuckers, like, hey, next 5 years, if my plan of attack here ain't working and I'm coming back home and I want to do this, and the third, like, it's these conversations be good for what we need to do and the way we need to do it. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely.
Like I said, it's always forward.
Yeah.
The future is what you see.
Yeah, for sure. It's moves a nigga want to make. It's different types of schooling and
No, it's not moves that a nigga want to make. It's moves that a nigga gon' make.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the future.
Absolutely. But that's said to be said where, like, I say something, you might have a different idea. And then we both put our two ideas together and it becomes a third idea. You know what I'm saying? So I don't say that to say we're not, but I'm saying there has to be these conversations so that in 5 years a motherfucker can put a 10-year plan. In 5 years I'm 50. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to plan from 50 to 60 in my philanthropy, that role of my life. I want a 10-year plan, and then from 60 it's fuck everybody. I'm doing me. I want to fish. I want to kick it. I want to, you know what I'm saying? But I want to go 10 years heavy into, you know, bringing up the next guy for this, the person for this, or just teaching, you know, different shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give away everything I want to, you know what I'm saying, do, but there's different things I want to do, and I want to do it for 10 years. And then I'm cool. I just want to kick my feet up, you know what I'm saying? Travel with my Aetna and do my thing. The Star Brown with a $19.99 donation. We appreciate the love. Donations for the nation. We appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? Boss, we out here. Give us some hump day game to get us through these last 2 days of the week.
Motivation is elevation. Keep motivating the people next to you to help elevate them, get them where they're trying to go, as well as you getting to where you want to be. Just because there's an obstacle in the road don't mean there's not a way to get around that obstacle, either if it's going over it, around it, or under it. There's a way around it. There's a way through it. Don't let nobody tell you that it's undoable when it's always doable if you put your mind to doing it. We live in this space where we use words, and the words out of our mouth are very powerful, and they attract the wrong things, so you don't get them done. Speak positivity to your life. Speak positivity into the actions and things that you're doing. Speak positivity around the people that you're with. And always surround people that want to see you do better and always want to do better than them, and they in competition with you to do better. Life has a funny way of showing people things that they need to see without them wanting to see. So always keep your eyes open in the process. There's something else that you have a great night. And I'll see y'all Friday, Thursday, whatever.
You feel me? We might pull another one off. Definitely appreciate y'all pulling up on us, man. It's always love. It's always love. Appreciate the new faces, the old familiar faces we've seen tonight, man. Diego Red is in peace. And we out. I done put the wrong goddamn shit up.